What's up, everybody? Welcome. 2 weeks in, we've made it. Welcome to my place of IV poles and bed plan diplomacy. I like to call my hospital room. I am currently working from my standing room desk. Um, got just a brief update I'm going to share. Things are going really good with treatment. We've really hit kind of a stable, kind of boring point here in the treatment. I feel I know my body's going through a lot, but I feel um, too healthy to be this quarantine. So let's take a quick tour here. So here's the view out my window. Ooh, maybe we'll get it in focus here. I got a lovely view of the university up on the hill here. You can see the U in the background, Immigration Canyon. And if I kind of tweak out that way, you can see the stadium and all that kind of stuff. Uh, got some decorations from home just to kind of make it feel um, like home because it is my home away from home. uh, Buddy of mine dropped off some books, so we're doing some reading. There is stuff on stuff on stuff on stuff, so I'm constantly feel like I'm playing Tetris. Um, this is I call it Helper, the special needs robot. Uh, it's just I hate this thing. I'm constantly getting connected to it a couple times a day, just for the different IV drips and those kind of things. Um, Quick tour of my facilities. Here is the bathroom. It's a nice little shower. LDS Hospital is the oldest hospital in Salt Lake. It's like 130 years old. And you can tell when it's time to take a shower. It's the only place where you can be on the eighth floor, and someone flushing on a lower floor actually impacts the temperature of the shower. So um, pretty fun there. We've got about 37 billion boxes of gloves and masks. I got a nice little flat screen TV, place for my clothes. This is where we chart the progress. This is really what we look at. The biggest thing, the blast is maintained consistent 1%, which really means the cancer cells, the treatment's doing well, it's doing its work. The arsenic is killing off those cells. So we're looking for that to stabilize. Everything else, we just want to see start hitting these goals here. um, we've highlighted in uh, those type of things. Um, let's see. Oh, we'll do a quick. Here's the bed. I sleep pretty comfortably. Um, had to bring some pillows from home. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty stable at this point, so I don't get woken up a lot. They typically will wake up and take blood in the morning. And then, of course, here's my all-purpose everything table. It's my standing desk. It's my dinner table. It's my everything. So that's a quick brief tour of the room. Man, I think the biggest thing from this last 2 weeks is really just obviously everything is holding consistent, steady numbers, which is really what they want to see. It's sadly it's boring, but at the same time, like that's the blessing. It's boring. Like this is just one of those things that you've just got to let yourself. You just got to let it run the course. You've got to do the treatment and let it run its course. Um, let's see the next thing, man. I just feel like I'm struggling with total space case. You can see even as I stutter to kind of form words, it's like my brain is constantly everywhere and nowhere all at once. It's just like ADD on steroids. Focus has been really tough. One of the things I've had to like go back to doing is some of my breath work routines. One I like to do uses a 4-7-8 like breath count. So you'll like breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. That's just the typical breath I like to do. But the real trick here is the mental clarity part. I try to do 7 rounds of 7. So I'll do, I'll count down from 7 with each exhale being 1 round, right? So 7, 6, 5, and then do that. And you try to do that for multiples of 7. So that's one of the things I'm implementing. I have an incredible company. They've invited me to have several different options as far as leave goes. What I've opted to do is continue to work. Like I said, I need something mentally to focus my efforts on. So I'll be headed back to work this week in a limited capacity. I feel so blessed to work for a great company that allows me to, have this option of being able to work. I can do a lot of my work remotely. It's the beauty of tech. Um, and so, yeah, that's one thing that is also happening. A couple other stories I include in the written part. I also include the actual breath work routine. If you're looking to do additional breath work, hit up my buddy Danny, my podcast co-host Danny. He's starting his breath work courses in Heber at the Sanctuary Spa. Super excited for him. He's got some great routines he can get you lined out with, and he's been invaluable in helping. And on another note, huge shout out to the nurses. I have had an incredible care team. I've had quite a few of the same nurses come day in, day out for the 2 weeks that I've been here, and they've been great. The nurses' aides have been great. Uh, there's also the few that are, they're just here. They're filling in. They do good work, but I've really appreciated that they've um, tried to align, and build a bit of a community around seeing the same faces, right? Or at least the same eyeballs up, because everybody's wearing masks in here. That's my update for this week. We're going to continue to tap out cancer, no quarter. Thanks for subscribing and following along. Thanks for the emails, text messages, um, all of those things. If I haven't gotten to you, I'm sorry. Um, it's just one of those things where it's like I said, my ADD is raging. I can barely focus on TV. So again, just appreciate you all. Thanks for being in my corner, and let's continue the good fight.